Good evening, my fellow travelers on Spaceship Earth. It is I, and also it looks like we have Brad, hopefully. Can I hear you, Brad? Can I see you? I can see you, Brad. I feel like I should be doing the, are you out there, Bradley? There you are.
I made it!
Awesome.
Hold on, I have to look at some pictures Jen's showing me. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm just saying, if it's pictures of me, it's probably like I'm gonna claim.
Let's see. These are the cowboy boots she's gonna get me for Christmas.
Nice. I dig it. Dig it.
Yeah. This relationship is going downhill fast.
Right? It was always downhill.
I was going to say, did it ever go uphill? I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
This is one of those listed under, it either is going uphill right now or always been uphill, both ways.
Yep. Oh my gosh. At least if I can fix.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So how you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah, well, coming and going. There's always something going on, so I haven't had the chance to connect with you. So
However, you do seem to have your astronaut like figured out in the background there. I like it.
I do. Yep, I got. Let's see. I don't know. I got him hung on the wall, so let me see if I can turn the light up a little bit. Maybe.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There you go. I see it. Yeah.
It definitely works for me.
Yeah, he turned out pretty good.
Yeah. He really did.
But that's
I'm
what I'm.
kind of glad too. I'll bet you we can do it more efficiently next time.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've never really done, Illustrator 2 clip. I knew it could be done, but
Yeah.
I've never done it before. So all of it was like me just kind of going, I don't know. I'm not the hottest at Illustrator anyway. So, I've always been the Photoshop guy. So,
Exactly.
it's been kind of we're on kind of one of my weaker skills to begin with. So I'm glad it all worked,
Yeah.
So,
well, I've got another one to have you take a look at when you get time. But I was trying to remember the process of how I got to the line pattern, and I think I'm on the right track finally in Clip Studio. And but I can't remember the steps we took.
that's all right. I'll walk you through it.
Yeah, it's not complicated. I know I'm in the right place.
It's the biggest problem I seem to have is because of copyright issues. Clip has intentionally put things in different places than Illustrator and Photoshop so that they can't get sued. But that also means you have to remember that it's, this tool is under, edit and image and on this one, but it's under, file and so you have to remember which way it's going and which direction it's going,
Yeah, exactly.
I, on the other hand, also am starting a project because I went to a convention this last weekend and got tasked, I've noticed. So one of the guys at the convention is doing a compilation comic that they're putting out every month. And he keeps finding comic artists and they do little 4-page runs.
Yeah.
In here, and he said it can be anything. It can be part of your comic universe. It can be any, as long as it's not copyrighted, or at least as long as it's copyrighted by you and not, you're not stealing somebody else's IP. And I'm like, oh, I got a massive world building project. I can pick a story from anywhere in here. It wouldn't be hard at all. So, so I'm now kind of like trying to think of what my 4-pager will be. He wants it by the end of December. So
got a little time. Yeah,
I've got a little time to do it, but 4 pages isn't going to kill me. It takes about 3-4 hours per page. So I should be able to knock it out in a couple of weeks. But the hard part's going to be me thinking, what am I going to do with this? How am I going to do this? And what story am I going to pick from all of the random stories that are part of sort of the lexicon of my world? So that's been fun. So we can do that tonight too.
Yeah,
I didn't warn you that on Monday nights I still do the old podcast Geek Tank from 9 to 10. So it's just Monday nights. It's the only night that we do it that way. But originally it was placed before this show. But this show was running to midnight, and I hate to say this, but I'm not a spring chicken, and so midnight was getting a little late. So I moved my show back 2 hours or an hour. And that meant that on Monday nights, it's just missing 1 hour. So this show's from 10 to 11 instead of 9 to 11. So, but I mean, I'll be here tomorrow night too. I'll be here late tomorrow night too. Tomorrow night's a night. So all of that to say, you ready to get working?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you got something else you're working on, then I don't want to cut you off. So
no, I've got to sit here and ponder. Like, what am I doing here? So, oh, did you know? I found out. Watch this. This is so cool. I've learned how to make Star Wars wipes.
Yeah.
I even like fiddled with them until the speed was the right speed.
Yeah.
Hi there. I know you.
That's my favorite guy.
Watch. Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom.
That's fantastic.
Sometimes it's the simple stuff that's just one.
You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
There you go.
Star Wars wipes. I can just do Star Wars wipes now. It's just the best. I don't know why.
Wow.
What do I know?
I'm going to work while you two work.
Okay.
Have fun, boys.
We
Share
will.
the sandbox.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So we were working on, for you, we were working on a, what was it? We were importing from AI,
Let's see.
which is not artificial intelligence. I see a theme with this. I'm just saying.
Yep. I'm totally going to make a rock band.
So you seem to have already toned it. Was it in Illustrator?
No, I drew it all in see.
In Clip?
Guess I could turn off this layer. I drew it all in Illustrator, and then I imported this file. And I thought what we did to get the outlines was just go to right click on the layer and then select convert layer. But that kept giving me like just indiscriminate, a handful of markings and lines. It didn't fill it all in. So I think maybe what we did is we did this first. We did, convert to lines and tones. So that's the step I'm on. And then I think inside here, I need to delete the halftone layers. And then I think we did convert layer.
Okay, so do you have the original Illustrator file?
Yeah.
Because if you go into the original Illustrator file, you can export it as an SVG.
Oh.
And then import it here, and it will come across straight. We don't have to do all these converts. The converting was because your previous one, you didn't have the original file. So
there you go, SVG. Okay.
Yeah, so export as an SVG and then import it directly into Clip, and it'll come in straight in, 1-to-1.
Okay, so
and then you won't have to do any of these in between steps.
Extra. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Export. For options, just let's see. Probably choose the ones they kind of hear out as a default.
Yeah, try it with default first, and if we have to then go dink with it, we will. But I always go for its default right off the bat to see what it does.
Okay, it says unknown error. Click for more information.
Into Clip or out of
Illustrator.
Okay, well, that's Illustrator's problem then. We'll have to figure out what Illustrator's issue is.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look at here. No, that did not help me. Whatever they're telling me, it did not. Oops. Stay on page. Let's see. File. Export as SVG. Artboard number 2. Export. Okay, now for options, styling, internal CSS, font, SVG, images preserve, object IDs, layers, layer names. Decimal is 2. And then I can select minify or responsive. I have no idea what that means. I can select both of them, actually. I'm going to try both. I guess at this point we're guessing. Nope, that didn't work.
Hang on. Scalable vector graphics file are a type of 2D vector data file format which does not lose image quality when scaled up or down. SVG files are made in vector editing software such as Adobe Illustrator and can be loaded by Clip Paint as vector layers. Okay, so SVG files by Clip only contain line data. That makes some sense. So importing, well, this is Clip talking about how you can import. So Clip seems to do it just fine. Biggest problem is we haven't gotten it out of Illustrator yet.
Yeah.
So hang on. SVG.
That didn't work. I'll just keep trying different settings here just to see if I can get it to work.
Well, I was gonna. So SVG won't take the color information, which might be part of our problem.
So
I'm just looking at here and trying to see here. To modify Illustrator's default SVG filters, use a text editor to edit the SVG. Oh God, why would I do that? People. I could be that counterparts.
Is an option to try and just make everything gray tone colors, or just get rid of the fill and only export the lines?
That's what I'm thinking. Hang on real quick. I'm looking around here.
Okay.
Because this should be easy.
Yeah.
Go to File, Export As.
File, Export As.
And that should give you the SVG controls, it's saying. But
yep, I see the list.
So how do we do it from there? To export a section or component of your design. That's why. So select the component. So make sure you select your zone that has only the line work on
it. I don't know if I understand what that means, because wouldn't I just select the character? Isn't that what you're saying?
Do you have multiple layers on your?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So do you have a layer in your Illustrator file as just the lines, or do you have multiple layers that are the lines?
Yeah, multiple layers with lines.
Okay.
So they want me to make them all one.
Well, first save, and then collapse your. Do you know how to collapse a layer, right? Control and E. As an echo, so that collapses a layer. If you turn off layers, like turn off your fill layers that have fill color in them, and then hit Control Shift E, it'll crash everything that's on screen. So turn off the layers you don't want combined, and then Control Shift E, and that'll collapse everything that's left into one layer.
Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll go big or go home. So I'll go here. And where's the...
Because it may be the multiple layers are the problem, right? SVG might just only take one set of information.
Let's see. If I took all of these layers and put them into one layer, so it'll be a sub layer. Right, so now that's okay, that's inside that layer. So then what I'll do is, hopefully correctly, I will copy that main layer, and then I'll lock and turn off one copy of it.
There we go.
And then I could take all these layers and merge them, right?
In theory.
Yes. Let's see here. If I select the entire list and go over here, merge selected. Okay. So now allegedly, I don't know what the
Allegedly,
yellow
you
is.
think you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. We all think we're doing what we're supposed to be
I know, yeah. I don't know why I have like an extra layer, but it just like shows like a yellow dot.
That is weird.
I have inside my folder now, I have the layer that has everything on it. And then I have a layer below it that just has nothing but a yellow dot. But when I turn off visibility, I don't see anything. It's like nothing's there.
That's strange
All
and
right, I'm going to just
confusing.
delete it. Okay, so now it's all on one layer. Now you think I should
Just the line work. Now just select that one layer.
get rid of the.
Just click that one layer so it's active, and
Okay.
then export to SVG and see if that works.
All right. Let's see.
This is my theory on this. I'm theorizing. Please don't save yet. Like, don't save the Illustrator file.
Yeah. Well, I've got, like I said, I made a copy of the whole
Perfect.
of all the layers.
And then I'm not worried.
So, yeah, I can trash this if I want to. Okay, SVG and nope, still an error. So now I'll try and get rid of the fill.
Yeah, the fills probably our problem, is my guess.
Okay.
SVG specifically says that it's a line work issue.
Oops, that one. Two. Well, it's definitely going to take a minute to go through all these objects now. Let's see here. Interesting. Well, if you got something else to do at the moment, I guess I'm going to be at this for at least 5 or 10 minutes.
I'm totally fine, and I'll sit here with you the entire time. I'm going through. I have a bunch of story bits.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going through and going, do I like this?
You're trying to read
bit?
through
Do I
them.
think I could pull this one out? So this one's about this is about a singer who had a degenerative nerve disease, and so at one point it got to the point where she couldn't perform anymore. So a robotics company built her a robotic body that extended her life for another like 5 or 6 years. And when she passed away, the artificial intelligence community, because this is post AI war, agreed to make a specific AI of her, which is against all the rules, but everybody agreed to it in Parliament, so that she continues to sing to this day and perform as an AI long after the actual person has passed away.
Huh.
And even though it's in violation of a lot of the rules, specifically, the Parliament agreed. So for her benefit.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, and she's been singing on Gallonfair, which is the name of this planet. She's been singing there for like 90 years at this point in the story.
Wow.
Perpetual 25-year-old singer. But she's well known everywhere. So I was like, I wonder if that could be a good 4-page, kind of an interesting 4-page comic, kind of extending that out to 4 pages. So the interesting thing about my comic is that I have been essentially every story I've been writing since I was in high school, I have kind of put into a pool here as an idea pool, you know. And so there's these different ideas that I've had over the years that I just kind of threw into this pool. So that's why I'm kind of like, well, if I could do this story, this wouldn't be a bad story, I don't think.
Yeah, it does seem like a good idea.
Yeah, it'd be a good 4-pager, I think. Be kind of cool. I always think of like the next step to these stories too. Because her simulacrum has been performing on Gallon Fair for 90 years, but it's an actual genuine AI. So would it start writing new songs? You know what I mean? Like,
Huh.
there's the next step on this story. Like, what happens when the AI decides singing 90-year-old songs is a little out of date and decides to update it and sing new songs? Then is it really the person? Because now it's a new entity. Now you ask all these other questions. You're like, wow, wait a minute. It's not a human anymore. It's an AI, which in my story is considered a different life form.
Oh, okay.
So it's like then it becomes one of those, well, but they agreed to make and model this AI after this individual. Huh. That's probably where this 4-pager goes. Because I've already established this piece. Huh.
Oh, that was locked. Well, I guess I will definitely have to remember about the SVG export thing and just not make Phil next time I do
Yeah,
this.
if you're going, did that work? If you don't have the, did it cross over without the fill?
Yeah, because the whole point is to get to that line imagery or whatever you want to call detail. So I don't need the fill
Yeah, not
for
until you get to
any
the-
other reason. Yeah.
I mean, you could also construct it directly in Clip.
Yeah. And I was having, sorry, I had to delete that. So many issues with just kind of learning how to just operate in it. That's where I just went back and went through the.
Can't
Illustrator file
even
again.
blame you for that, because that's actually very much what I did with Clip as well. I'd go back here and build it in Photoshop and then import it directly into Clip. And it was looking, and it took me some time before I stayed in Clip all day. Because, of course, the whole point for me has been to get off of Adobe. I'm paying them $50 a month. I've done the math now. I've almost paid them $7,000 now. At this point, because I've had to have Clip, or I've had to have the cloud for all the work that I've done for my clients. So it's been $70 a month or $50 a month for 6-7 years, something like that. Whatever it's been. But it's become this ridiculous amount of money now, and I realize I'm not that interested in it. And I mean, so I was forced into this, and then of course, as soon as that happened, then I picked up a client that desperately needed me to use Lightroom. So now I'm still stuck with, but at least I own this version of Clip, even though I'm having a fight with them over it. But yeah. Okay, we're going to discuss this, because I think the conflict that I really like here is, what does she do when she no longer wants to sing the classic Tennyson songs? What happens? That seems like a conflict that's fascinating to me.
Yeah. Can she break tradition?
Right? I mean, you essentially have, I don't know, you have Janis Joplin, right? Janis Joplin, before she passes away, we read her entire brain into a huge, massive mainframe. The mainframe continues to be Janis Joplin for the next 50, 60 years, but now it's modern day. And, since then, rock and roll was invented. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like the music scenes changed and shifted.
Yeah.
You want Janis Joplin to sing. I'm not thinking the right person. I'm thinking, because Janis Joplin's not who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of 1930s, 20s, 30s flapper.
Wow. I'm not good with that era. So
yeah, no, she was one of the first Black women to break into modern culture. Who am I thinking of? I know who I'm thinking. I can see her face. But anyway, that point, right? We got. There's a good. Let's just go back to, let's say, Louis Armstrong, right? Still from prior to the era of rock and roll. What would happen if he was still alive and in his youth, effectively,
Oh yeah.
That's a conflict that fascinates me, and really very much in line with Bellatrix Rising as far as stories that I write. Like, let's start thinking this stuff up. Okay.
Okay. Well, technically, where am I at
Last night I had the most amazing group of people on here.
here?
Yeah, like I was up to 8 people in the comment room over there in the pond. And I mean, we were going everywhere. We had discussions about Star Trek, about Star Wars. We were all over the charts. And it's just this, I wasn't drawing. I just literally left it on just me, like the camera on me, and I just talked to them. And it
Yeah.
was like wild. Really, really, really good. Really amazing. But totally not this show. You know what I mean? Like, not working on drawing and nothing. It's just these people were on here, and it's just so cool. Such a different thing. And
Very
none of them are here tonight. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody out there. There's one viewer, which could be a bot. I know that sometimes one of our viewers has like automated systems that watch our feeds and stuff like that. So just
Well,
to
alrighty then.
keep an eye on us. Well, I think most of the reason he does it is so that we always have viewers. You know what I mean? Like, so that it's never. Because I think a couple of, like, Twitch, I think penalizes you if you don't have any viewers, you know?
Oh.
You get moved down quite a bit. And frankly, my stream is the way I want my stream to be, which is not necessarily popular. So, because I'd much rather it be like we're doing right now, where it's you and me working on a problem, and if somebody else benefits from it, that's awesome, you know?
Oops, that didn't work. I think I did that right. Nope, still not right.
Wow.
Let's see. So no. Okay, that worked. I've got to go in and delete some of that backpack stuff that's technically behind her body because I don't want that to show through. Which is okay to delete. All right.
I think you're on a different monitor, though. Because what's showing on my monitor is not moving.
Let's see. What did I do?
Which is totally fine. You don't have to change it.
Screen.
I'm just saying, I think you're on a different monitor from mine. So just
I have to do. Let's see. Remove source. And then go to sharing. I would be on share screen from, yes, that one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That works a whole lot better.
Now I know what you're doing.
Yeah, now I can see what you're doing.
Oh man. Yeah, I've got to expand appearance on all these outlines now, and then cut off the lines where they connect.
So wait. Are you in Clip yet?
No, I am not.
So you might be able to do this much better in Clip.
Oh, if I can get it there.
Right, but I mean, export it like this, and then so here, can you see my screen? Because
now I gotta. Okay, now I see what you got there.
Okay, so I'll bring up. Let me just erase this real quick. Make this into a vector layer. Oh, I just duplicated it. I deleted it. Hang on real quick. I'm trying to. There we go. Did I put that on? That's nice. Good job, me. You're not helping me at all. So on a vector layer, one of the tools that we've got that's very useful is that when things cross over like this, there's an eraser tool where you can just take that and it just deletes the line. See that happen there?
Oh,
so you can do that. It just wipes out the line to the intersections.
Okay.
So what I was saying was going ahead and export it like it is, where you've got all of the, where you have like, you have the box, and then inside the box, you've got another box, and you've got this thing here like that. And then all you need to do is just come in here and just go like this, and it's gone. Everything's gone in the middle there.
Okay, so let's do. All right, so I still just have to delete on my fill then, right?
Right. But you're better off letting. You're better off letting Clip handle that.
Okay, so I just got to try and get rid of the rest of the fill layers, which there's a lot of them.
Yeah, can't help you there.
Well, I hadn't. I was originally going to do it without fill, and then I got myself under the impression that was how I had to have it in order to get it to do the line work. And as we're now discovering, no, that was not the case.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. I better make this at least 2. Make that 3 so you can see those fingers better. There's a guitar. Slowly work. Okay, now these are. Well, those will end up as lines because they're solid. So, okay, so I think the guitar strings will be fine.
Mm-hmm. Can't you just select everything and then set it for fill 0?
Yeah, I just need this.
Like hit Control A and select all, and then click fill.
Well, I haven't tried that.
Yeah, hit Control A.
Control A.
Okay, and then go to the 0 fill.
And then fill.
Like that.
Where she at?
Right.
Oh,
you click something else.
Well, you know what? Some of them are expanded lines, so I wonder if they.
So then go to line fill and fill the line into black. So still do what you did, Control A, and then because some of what it's just doing there. So fill 0 or no fill.
Okay.
And then your line width should be black. So set your line for black.
I think I got it.
And that's it.
Yeah. No, it does look like everything is still here for all the details.
Yeah, you'll still have to go through and use the intersection. It'll be a lot of work with the intersection eraser, but it'll be still faster by far.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna label this lines on my layers because I label all my layers now. All right, Save, and then see if I can export. Okay, Astro Rocker base player. Artboards number 2 as an SVG. Please work. Nope.
What was there to say?
It still has errors.
And this is just your line, the line layer, right?
Yep. I'm on. Yeah, that's the only layer that's on.
That's active.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, just out of curiosity, have you tried to export it now? Because see how it's all selected?
Yeah, I just selected it.
Yeah.
Try that.
Let's see if that's a thing we can do.
Okay, Astro Rocker. Just let's see, SVG. Use artboards 2. Export.
It may not work. Nah.
That didn't work.
Hang on real quick. What exactly does
Can I
that
copy and paste it? No.
Actually, you might. You've got them both open. Yeah, hit Control C.
Control Z?
C is in Charlie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, and then I'm just going to do
and then just go over,
over to
and Control V. Wouldn't that be stupid for that to work? Like sometimes
I'm getting how long? Okay, here's this thing. Let me do I have to make a new layer first?
Yeah, but when you do, make sure you have it in the box layer. So, or like this guy, this one right here, this vector layer one.
So make a vector layer first. All right. New vector layer. There we go. And that one is selected.
Yeah, highlighting it. Control V.
I'm going to turn off the other ones just so I don't even see them.
That's fine.
All right. And Control V.
Let's see if it works.
Go. Oh my gosh.
Did it work?
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no.
It gave me, or you can't see it now, I guess. It gave me not all of it.
Okay.
So
not all of it's though promising. The next question, real quickly though, on that vector layer, can you control the control points, or did it import it in as a raster file?
Let's see if I go to operation.
No, just to the operator tool over here. Yeah, operation tool. Can you see control points?
Only for the parts that are visible, but that's weird. It's only for some of it too.
Yeah,
and it looks
so
like
do you have 2 monitors? Is that what's going on?
No, I only have 1 monitor.
Oh,
I can't move it either. It's only I think it only copied over what fits inside this. Whoa, there it goes. Now it moved. Okay, it's just super slow.
Yeah, well, it may still be processing. So what I was going to say was, why don't you share the monitor and not the program?
Oh, yeah. All right. So let's do that. Share
the monitor.
Oh, entire screen.
Yeah.
That probably makes sense. The one that says entire screen.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because now I can watch what you're doing.
And I can't.
So there's a few things I'm noticing. One, if you're saying that it brought in only what's on screen, that the way that clip works is things off screen still exist. It's just not on the right board. So we can always use the adjustment scale rotate tool at the top and see if it'll scale and rotate the entire thing. But what I want to know is whether it's actually a vector object or not.
So how do you tell? Because it's got the little box here on my layer, right?
Right.
Doesn't that mean it's a vector?
Yeah, go to the operation tool and then just put the tool over any one of these black lines.
The object one, right?
Yeah.
And under.
Mm-hmm. There. Yeah. So okay, it did. So it did bring it over as a vector object, which is what I wanted to know, because you can see the control points are there.
Yeah.
So it brought it over as that's what I needed to know. Now all of it's there. Hit Control A on this one, and it's all selected at this point. And then up at the top of the screen, you'll probably see, and it's, I don't know if you can see my screen very well, but it's right up here is this scale rotate tool.
Scale rotate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got it.
And then go back to the object.
So select that.
Yeah, and then it'll give you a box around it, and then you can shrink the entire thing. But you have to make sure it's all selected, otherwise it's going to just select what, or just shrink what you selected. So Control A, and then make sure that that's got everything.
Well, I see the ant line all the way around, at least around the canvas.
Yeah. So do you see the little square at the top? Yeah. See if you can drag that down and see if that brings. No, it didn't. Okay. So it trimmed her. So that's a different problem we've got.
Okay, so go back.
Yep. So undo one more time. And then let's go ahead and just remove her from this thing, because we need to make it bigger. We need to make the board bigger.
Okay, so just delete this.
Well, we can either delete it or just hide it for right now and make a new layer. So okay. we'll first things first, make your artboard bigger. Whatever your artboard is on your side, we need to make it bigger.
Let's see. I think that canvas is. I don't have my canvas open. Or do I? Oh, I mean artboards. I do have it open, but it's buried under something here. Oh, it's over here.
I'm going to assume it's about
16 by 19.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go over and just check to see where clip is. So go up to, for clip, this is a specific function under edit, and down there at the bottom it says change canvas size.
Change canvas. Well, okay. Why is, I still have the, hold on, I gotta deselect.
Yeah, you need to deselect first. That's
cancel. There we go.
That works.
Cancel. Come on.
It's working it.
I think it's still thinking. Okay. All right. Now I'm deselected. Okay. Now I go to edit, change canvas size.
Right.
All right. 16 by 19 inches. And that should inches. Why does that not look different?
That didn't look any different to me either.
Oop. Okay, because it's taking a little more time to do it.
Yeah, it just needs time.
All right.
Now that we've done that, we can now put in a new layer, or just delete this layer. Probably delete this layer is probably better.
Yeah, I'm gonna
shrink me because I'm in the way.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in the way.
Where's the bottom of that thing? Oh, yeah, that's right. This one's, well, I'll just do delete here.
Yeah, delete.
I'm trying to do it like Illustrator, where you can just drag and drop it, but
yeah, it doesn't like that as much.
Oop.
It'll take a second.
I think you're right. Either that or I didn't get it into the.
It's got to delete all those points.
Waiting. come on. Delete. Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Did it come in on multiple layers?
Yes, it did.
All right, that's
okay. Well, okay. I got it figured out anyways. So I should make a new vector layer first, right?
yes, because we want to make sure that whatever comes in on it, you want it to be a vector layer. Otherwise, it's going to make it a raster.
All right. So technically, I should still have it copied. I should be able to just hit paste, right?
Right. In theory.
Let's see what happens. Put it over there.
That is so weird. But either way, I would hit Control A and try to recenter it. See if you can move it with the move tool. That's not the operation tool. It's the one underneath it, the move tool.
Looks like it's got move layer.
Mm-hmm. See if it moves.
Oops.
See if you end up accidentally. Yeah, see, it's missing part of it. Why is it missing part of it? What is the story?
It's. I wonder if is it seeing?
Oh, did we copy it after we did it? Like, did we copy paste something on this side, on the Clip Studio side?
I don't know. Let me do this. I'm going to delete the layers again.
Yeah, try to select all from Illustrator again.
Yeah.
See what happens.
And then deselect. All right, so back to Illustrator. Oops, cancel that. Let's see if I go here, grab it all. I'll hit group.
There you go.
I don't know if that's going to help, but we'll try it. Now, copy.
Mm-hmm.
Jump back over to clip.
Select that layer, yep, and then hit paste.
Yeah.
Control.
Should I select the area first?
No. Should just need to be on that line, on that layer.
Oh. Why does it say 100% normal layer? Vector layer. Okay, here we go. Now I have a vector layer.
Mm-hmm.
And paste.
And 20 minutes later, hey, well, mostly there's something that we're missing.
Close.
Well, but here, I think some of those are white. I think the lines are white. That's my theory. So why don't you select all here? Same thing, Control A.
Okay.
Well, I mean, here's the way to test it. Go to that layer that's underneath it. That you see that layer that you made. You're like, it's a raster layer. I don't know what's going on. So that bottom layer that's like that was nothing. That one there. Make sure it's active. Fill it with gray, 50% gray, and then just do a fill bucket in there. Because if there's white lines, they'll show up on there.
Oh, I guess I got to turn it on first.
Yeah, you can only fill on a raster line or a raster layer. Which now that we've done these SVG things, I'm starting to understand why. It's going to give it a second here. There we go. So no, there is no white. I don't see the white lines. So for some reason, it's not capturing all of your line work, and I'm not sure why that is.
Well, so here's what I'm gonna guess it is, but I don't know how to fix it other than making them all the same. Some of them are Illustrator stroke lines.
Okay.
But what I do is once I get them built, a lot of them I've done expand appearance. so that it becomes an object.
Okay.
I'm thinking I need to do that with the rest of these other lines, maybe instead of fill lines or stroke lines.
Yeah, but you could probably do that the same way we just did with. So the thing what makes Illustrator powerful is that you can pretty much apply anything to anything. So if we were to select all of the lines in Illustrator and then tell it to be an object or whatever procedure you were going through, it should just apply it to everything, and whatever is already an object, it'll just ignore, and whatever isn't an object, it'll turn into an object. Just like what we did just a minute ago, where you were like, going through line to line and doing the fill, we can do all of it by just saying apply all of it to have no fill. And then with those that didn't have fill, it just ignored, and the rest of it took the fill out. Same kind of process. So I wonder if you could go over there while everything is selected now here and say whatever that procedure you were talking about was before, where you turned everything into an object. Because I'll bet you're right.
Well, I could go to expand appearance, which I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. Well, I mean, it's expanded, so I suppose I could just try it again.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can still have the off. No, now I can expand. I'm going to do that. Ooh, do I want to expand the fill and stroke or just a stroke?
Just a stroke.
I think just a stroke.
Because we can go back in clip and bring those down if we really feel they're uncomfortable, like uncomfortably large.
Yeah. See, now it's all grouped already, so I should be able to go copy. Back over to clip. I'm going to delete these again.
Yeah, leave that gray on there because it's useful in case we ever have any kind of weird.
All right. New vector layer.
Because if it all works, we can dump the gray.
Now, here's just a thought before I try and paste this. Is it somehow reading, just like you have, right? You have an XYZ axis and there's 0.
Mm-hmm.
Is it somehow trying to place it on the 0 axis of Clip Studio's page, right? Does that make sense?
You mean when we import it?
Yeah. So in other words, if it's showing the
object moved.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there a way to make a center point on here?
Well, you can center things, but not until after it's already in.
Okay.
Once it's in, we can center it all over the place. That's actually new to Clip Studio 2, is align and distribute.
Okay. So out about it, just go ahead and do paste again, and
let's just see what happens.
Oops. What does it do?
What's it say?
Now it says no lines that can be imported as vectors.
Oh, well.
Did
we copy?
I don't know.
We didn't copy.
Let me see. I'm going to go up here and do edit copy. And then go back over here to Clip Studio. Why do I have the circle with the line through it? Because of the tool I have? I think it's because of the tool I have. All right. That's nothing. Nope. Still telling me no
we
line.
did over in AI, expanding was not the option that we wanted to do.
Apparently not. It did not like that idea.
Illustrator did not like expand.
Export as. I'm going to try to export again. Maybe just see what happens. SVG.
Maybe. But now I'm starting to wonder if this is a problem we're running into that I didn't think about before. Maybe you don't have lines there. Maybe the way maybe the way that you were creating them, there's no physical actual line. Illustrator's doing some kind of assistance thing for you.
Well, maybe I should just export this as a PNG then and start that direction.
We could. I mean, certainly at this point in time, finding the line wouldn't be hard. You know what I mean? Like for clip, finding the lines wouldn't be difficult at this point in time for it.
Yeah, so it would turn it into lines, and then I would still be able to go in and erase.
Once we convert it over to, once we convert it to vector, yeah. Just make sure when you do it to PNG, make sure it's at a high resolution. So 1200 or something like that, something ridiculous. Go on ahead and get it really high so it's got a really fine detail.
Okay. Artboard to export, and then give me the options for high. Oh, I guess I got to select other. Here we go. Like 1,000, you said?
1200, yeah.
Okay. Did I get that right, or did I just do 1,200?
Mm-hmm.
And okay.
Because I mean, really, honestly, we can just fix it from once we get it over there by just doing a find the line. Once you.
Okay, so now I still got my vector layer selected, so I should be able to import image.
Mm-hmm. It won't import as a vector layer if it's a PNG, though. It's going to come in as a raster layer. We'll have to convert it, which is fine. That's why I said do it in a high resolution.
Okay, so open.
20 minutes later.
Well, at least I got the hourglass. Right. Ta-da! Hey, it even fitted on the page for us this time.
Yeah, because I think we're actually running at 1200 DPI on this side, which makes sense.
Now, that's what when I set it up, I did do that.
Now, it does, is it giving you does it say it's on a vector layer? That's weird.
Well,
I mean, like it has the icon. That's what I was looking at. I'm like, does it have the icon to say it's vector? Well, go over to the operation tool and see if you can select something. I doubt it. It shouldn't theoretically work, but who knows?
Okay, no, it's what's that? Oh, that's the background.
Because we can just now go up to the effect and extract line, and that's not going to be a problem.
Interesting. And what is that layer? That's it. So what's this?
Nothing.
Yeah, I guess nothing. All right, I'm going to delete that. Okay. So now I got to turn it into vector then.
Yeah, that was just find line, that find line command.
Oh.
That's all we need to do on that one. It's just that
convert to lines and tones.
Yeah, convert to lines and tones. We'll just take out the tones. But yeah, it's just gonna be convert.
Did I need to select it first? I'm on the layer.
No, it should be fine.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe it's already done.
Maybe. Go. Do you have the operation tool?
Yeah, for object. Mm-hmm. Oops. Oh, now it's thinking. Hold on. Oh, extracting 2D outline.
That's what we want.
It's still working.
Yeah, it's like, don't mess with me. I'm still thinking.
I guess it's done. Yeah, it looks like it's done because now I've got all the other layers here. The tones,
we don't need the tones, so we won't worry about them. But hide them first, and you see if they make sure they, because that's what I was afraid of. Oh, that's fascinating. Okay, that was completely fascinating to me.
Yeah. Okay, there's the layer. What's this outline? Oh, there's something there.
That's wild. So that bottom.
I turn that off.
Well, here, go to that bottom one. That you just
Yeah, the bottom one is the one that
and
has.
click on the actual layer,
Okay.
and then
Fill 2.
huh?
It says fill
Oh,
2.
well, that's weird. Then I would Control A. Let's just see what happens.
Control A.
Okay. It still looks like a huh. Doesn't is it vector? I can't even tell if it's vector or not. That's so weird.
Well, oh, it's not letting me click on that.
Right. Okay, well, now
You know, some of the lines I click on go back to the top layer,
mm-hmm.
and then the other ones I click on, it drops down and tells me it's fill 2.
Right.
Huh.
Okay, so it's actually should I think we did it wrong. So going ahead and real quickly on that one, just go up to the layer menu at the top. It says layer, and then convert layer. And instead of going to lines and tones, do the convert layer and see what happens. No, up at the top.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. So go to the original artwork whichever one.
Oh, so the folder layer of it.
Yeah,
All right.
but the actual layer itself, and then just go to convert layer and then see what happens. Or rather, you know what? Let's just hit Control Z a couple of times until we're before the convert to lines and tones, because I think that was the wrong command. Okay, so now that we're here, go up to the top menu and hit layer. So don't click there. Up to the top.
Oh, go up to up here.
Mm-hmm. Layer.
Top of the window.
Convert layer. There. And that should give you type vector layer. Expression color, just do it in monochrome. And then and then the vector settings, we shouldn't need to worry about that at all.
Okay.
And then see if that works.
Well, I got the little hourglass converting to a vector.
That should be what I think we were making it too complicated. We were going to too many steps. I feel bad because every time I'm like trying to help you, I feel like I keep going down these pathways that are like too complicated. And then in the end, it's like, no, we just need this one step. That's it.
Oh, well.
After this one step, you and I are going to bed, though.
Yeah, no kidding.
But what we should do is write this down. Because if this works, then all you do is just save it as a PNG on your side, on the AI side, and then import as a PNG. Now go over there and use the object tool and see if you've got the red dots that indicate you're selecting something. Yeah, there we go. That's what we wanted. There we are. We're in.
I think you're right.
And now all you have to do is just go through and clean it up with the intersection eraser, and you'll be fine.
All right. And what tool was that again? Because I had about
okay.
Go to the eraser.
No,
right?
Yeah, but real quickly, go get a notepad or something, and before you do all of those things, go get a notepad, and then we'll write it down. So we don't.
Yeah.
I don't think that was intentional. Don't do that.
Well, nothing to see here. We're just having a little fun.
That was awesome.
The sandbox.
Oh my gosh. I gotta find a regular pencil.
That was awesome. And so many levels.
Ted, you got a regular pen in there. Pencil? Either pen or pencil, doesn't it? I gotta write down the steps that I've. Oh, let's see. We are. Moving PNG line.
Yep. So
image
step 1,
to
export as PNG, but just make sure it's all in black and white. Then step 2, import into, but on step 1, make sure you make it 1200 DPI on the export.
Yeah. $1,200 DPI.
At some point, you'll just start drawing in clip, and you won't have to do this anymore.
Yeah, I'll figure this out. Like I said,
and that's fine. I mean, like I said before, I could totally make fun of you, but it's literally what I did. I drew everything in Photoshop, then imported it in here. And finally, I've got to the point now where I just work straight at a clip. Yeah, I don't need Photoshop anymore. So it's your adjustment time, whatever that is, and it's absolutely legit.
$1,200 DPI canvas. And vector layer. Oh, well, yeah, on the vector layer, but then we have to make it a vector, right? So then we did.
And it's up under the layer menu at the top. Convert layer.
Up. Convert layer.
That's the key.
And then we selected...
make sure it was monochrome. The only reason I said monochrome was because that way it doesn't try to give you gradients or colors or anything like that. It just goes straight to line.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
And then once you've done that, then the one you want over here, just use the eraser tool. In vector, when you're in the vector mode, I'll show you. Yeah. So when you're in the vector mode, it's just the eraser tool. I don't have a vector layer. Hang on. So when you can see over here, I've got this eraser tool.
It's still blurry. Darn it.
Well, here, well, yeah, I know it's kind of. I can see how blurry it is. Does it help if I switch to the?
There we go.
There we go. That's probably why. There we go. So over here, the eraser tool, and then right here you've got this vector eraser. It's talking about right here, and you want
I see it.
You want to erase up to intersection. It's the middle click.
Erase up to middle intersection.
Yeah, up to intersection. That's the one you're going to use to clean up all that stuff in between, because it'll erase up to where a line crosses another line, which is perfect for what you're doing.
Cool. Eraser. Done.
If you don't have that option to erase up to intersection, you're on the raster line. You're in a raster layer. Because it doesn't have that option on raster. It just has that on vector.
Erase
up to intersection.
Up to intersection.
Yep. We have made a plan. I like this plan.
Yeah, this is great, guy.
And
I think I beat myself up for the whole week, trying to figure out what did I do to get those cool lines where I had, multiple lines on the fingers and everything and squiggly stuff. And wow, could not figure it out.
And I managed to come up with a pretty reasonable short story with some interesting thought processes too. So I'm pretty proud of that too. Because so the conflict, I've been moving the conflict down in the story, and now she's effectively an Elvis impersonator, right? Because she's been impersonating this person because she's a different life form. So now she's like, I want to make my own songs. So she makes her own songs, and they just don't have the same oomph. And so her
Yeah.
first thought was, wait, are AIs maybe incapable? And no, there's this group who has an AI lead singer, and this group has an AI lead singer. So no, it's just you.
Yeah.
You just suck. And then that's an interesting conflict then, because it's like, okay, so I'm great so long as I pretend to be this other person. That's a thought. And I don't know
Nice.
how to get out of that particular thought yet. So I'm going to go to bed and sleep on it.
That sounds like a great
'Cause I
idea.
have painted myself into an effective corner. So there we are. So we were
Cool.
both productive today. I'm pretty happy about
Yeah, this is fantastic.
that. All right.
Very cool.
Alrighty. So I will go ahead and remove your monitor there. There we go. And then we can say goodnight and all that stuff without all these other things. Cool. Well, thanks for joining me tonight.
Yeah. No, this is fantastic.
And you body doubled me, and I got this great idea out and everything like that. And it's going to be a cool little 4-pager, and I'm all into this plan.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you need some bounce any ideas off me. So.
Oh yeah. That's the way
Whatever I can do
this
to
whole
help.
thing is about. Like that's what we do here.
Yeah.
And I'll be back on tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening for those of you who are watching, which I think is all of one person, but that's okay. And for everybody else, thank you for joining us tonight. And as always, keep your eyes on the stars. Good night.
Peace out.